we're accepting registration through Thursday, and it is one of the very best ways to get engaged with this congregation and to do some UU theology. We believe that experience starts with the person, and that we learn how we think and feel by being listened to, and by learning to listen to others. And that's what happens in Chalice Circles, so I strongly recommend them, especially for newer people. And now it's time to greet each other. And our question for the day is, are you watching the Super Bowl or not? And if you are, how are you celebrating? And if you're not, how are you celebrating? Speak to one another.
We're trying to make this one a regular hymn of ours, and it is meant to never be sung twice the same way, all right? So we sing that up there. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down. Then one of our leaders will throw in a different phrase that then you all pick up. So maybe it could be, I am an ant digging in the sand. I am an ant digging in the sand. Not that one, but maybe that one. You don't know. So you listen to our song leader for the next verse, and then you go back to my roots go down, down to the earth. Then the next person throws in their idea. It'll be different each time we do it. Let's see how we do, everyone.
Tree swaying in the breeze.
I am a tree swaying in the breeze. I am a tree swaying in the breeze. My roots go down.
My roots go down.
My roots go down. Down to the earth. My roots go down. Down to the earth. My roots go down. Down to the earth. My roots go down. I have my leaves up in the tree. I have my leaves up in the tree. I have my leaves up in the tree. My roots go down. My roots go down. Down to the earth. My roots go down. Down to the earth. My roots go down. Down to the earth. My roots go down.
a vine climbing on the tree. I am a vine climbing on the tree. I am a vine climbing on the tree. My roots go down. My roots go down. Down to the earth. My roots go down. Down to the earth. My roots go down. Down to the earth. My roots go down.
I am a flower blooming in the sun. I am a flower blooming in the sun. I am a flower blooming in the sun. My roots go down. My roots go down. Down to the earth. My roots go down. Down to the earth. My roots go down. Down to the earth. My roots go down. I am a mouse running on the ground. I am a mouse running on the ground. I am a mouse running on the ground. My roots go down. My roots go down. Down to the earth. My roots go down. Down to the earth. My roots go down. Down to the earth. My roots go down.
Our chalice lighting words this morning are from the Reverend Michelle Collins. We kindle this light for the work that takes time. The seeds unseed rooting, the tide's patient carving, the small turning of heart toward open ground. We look towards what is slow and true, the steady flame that sustains our days. Let us say our affirmation together. Let us open our eyes to see what is beautiful and what is wondrous. Let us open our minds to learn what is true and what is mysterious. Let us open our hearts to love ourselves and our neighbors.
I'm Christine Leffler, and I'm very happy to be your lay leader today. And I have a reading for you from Margaret Atwood. Water does not resist. Water flows. When you plunge your hand into it, all you feel is a caress. Water is not a solid wall. It will not stop you. But water always goes where it wants to go, and nothing in the end can stand against it. Water is patient. Dripping water wears away a stone. Remember that, my child. Remember that you are half water. If you can't go through an obstacle, go around it. Water does.
In Unitarian Universalism, the important moment of commitment is joining a congregation as a member. In many faiths, the moment of commitment is conversion or acceptance of the doctrines of the faith. Unitarian Universalism is not a doctrinal faith. We do not ask people in our congregations to believe specific things. Instead, we ask for something much more difficult. We ask for our members to covenant with one another. We are a covenantal faith. This is what being a member of a Unitarian Universalist congregation means: to covenant, to walk together, and to restore covenant when it is broken. This is our way of growing love in the world, because the covenant asks us to treat each other well and to create a community of care and growth. Every time we greet new members, we recite a short version of our covenant. The covenant is demanding, and it is good to remember our commitments regularly. The first line of our covenant is to take responsibility for our feelings, behavior, and communication. But what does that mean? It means if we behave in a way that hurts someone, we acknowledge it and we apologize. It means we communicate what we need when we are confused or upset, instead of letting our feelings simmer so that resentment grows. For most of us, acting in these ways requires learning, practicing, failing, practicing again. But this is why we are in community together, to grow as people, to grow in resilience. I would like to invite those who are joining today to come forward: Graham Stevens and Michael Heinrichs. Tom Parker is also joining us, but could not be here today. So now together we will recite the short version of our covenant, and I will repeat it and you can repeat it back. We covenant to take responsibility for our feelings, behavior, and communication. We covenant to take responsibility for our feelings, behaviors, and communication. To maintain civility and compassion in the face of differences. To maintain civility and compassion in the face of differences. Take responsibility for the impact of our words and actions. Take responsibility for the impact of our words and actions. Acknowledge that we all make mistakes and be generous with apology, forgiveness, and gratitude. Acknowledge that we all make mistakes and be generous with apology, forgiveness, and gratitude. We covenant to strengthen our community by being generous with our time. We covenant to strengthen our community by being generous with our time. Talent, energy, and resources. Talent, energy, and resources. We covenant to encourage each other's personal growth. We covenant to encourage each other's personal growth. And to honor Wolf's practices of democracy, shared ministry, and collaborative leadership. And to honor Wolf's practices of democracy, shared ministry, and collaborative leadership. So join us. So join us in our words of joining. New members, we accept
the responsibility and challenges of membership and enter freely into this covenant. We pledge to continue our journey to seek truth and meaning and to participate in the ministry and the vision of this congregation.
Fellowship response. Love is the spirit of this fellowship, and so we welcome you into our covenant and congregation with love. So you may come forward and sign the book this morning. You may all sing, actually. Come sing a song with me.
Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you home when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come dream a dream with me. Come dream a dream with me. walk in rain. Come walk in rain with me. Come walk in rain with me. Come walk in rain with me, that I might know you're mine. And I'll bring you home when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the wind to share a rose. Come share a rose with me. Come share a rose with me. Come share a rose with me, that I might know you're mine. And I'll bring you home when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time.
Now it's time for all ages, and any kids who want to come forward can, or you can stay in your seats as you wish. And we have a video for you this morning.
Yes, video! Seattle Seahawks. No, I don't like Seattle. When I took video, it's just Seattle.
From Fort Worth to Washington, D.C., a 120-day, 300-mile journey of peace. Buddhist monks walking across America with their loyal dog Aloka by their side, spreading loving kindness, compassion, and hope for the whole world. Step by step beneath the sky, we walk with hope, you and I. Let the anger fade away, let compassion lead our way. Every heart can learn to heal, every wound can slowly seal. In this world of joy and grief, we rise again and walk for peace. Walk for peace, walk for light, walk through day and walk through night. Hand in hand the world will see, peace begins with you and me. Walk for truth, walk for love, guided by the stars above. Let all hatred finally cease, come with me, let's walk for peace. Across the land from sea to sea, a message carried peacefully. A 120-day walk so wide, 2,300 miles they stride. Buddhist monks with hearts so pure, Aloka walking strong and sure. Step by step their prayers increase, calling all to walk for peace. Walk for peace, walk for light, walk through day and walk through night. Hand in hand the world will see, peace begins with you and me. Walk for truth, walk for love, guided by the stars above. Let all hatred finally cease, come with me, let's gentle courage rise. Peace is born in every moment when compassion fills our eyes. Walk for peace, walk for light, walk with courage shining bright. Every breath a prayer release for a world that walks in peace. Walk for hope, walk for love, blessed by wisdom from above. Let all sorrow find release. Come with me, let's walk for peace. Come with me. Let's walk for peace.
To their classes.
And let us remember that it is love that built our community. Love that built the fires that warm us and planted the trees that shade us. We drink from wells we did not dig, and we are ever grateful for all the early stewards of this land, beginning with the original peoples, the indigenous tribes, many of whom live among us today and to whom our doors are always open. WOOF exists because of the generous spirit and commitment of all those who came before us, just as our future health depends on the dedication and commitment of those here now. Can the ushers please come forward to gratefully receive this morning's offerings? Thank you, Nancy. Thank you all for your generosity this morning. Join me, please, in our affirmation of gratitude and giving. Let us be grateful when we are able to give, for many do not have that privilege. Let us be grateful for all those who share their gifts with us, for we are enriched by their giving. And let us be grateful even for our needs, so that we may learn from the generosity of others.
Now is the time for joys and sorrows. Our life can be filled with so much joy, so much happiness, contentment, and beautiful things. And life is often a struggle, painful, challenge, loss. This is the dichotomy of being a human being on this earth. And the question is, how do we hold that, both the joy and the pain? And one of the ways we do that is within this community. We share our joys and it makes them brighter, and we share our sorrows and they makes them easier to carry. So I'd like to invite people forward to drop a stone in the water for the joys or sorrows that are in your heart. And you're welcome to say a sentence or two about your joy or sorrow, or you may drop your stone in silence. We will walk up this aisle, this way, and down that aisle as we do this ritual.
I am joyous for the federal judge of Oregon who rebukes the customs enforcement requests.
We finally reached the 3.5% of our population needed for a change, and I feel relieved.
Yay, Minnesota.
This is a joy for Wolf's Chalice Circles. Pete and I did 2 different sections shortly after we joined, and it was such a beautiful community building. It made us feel part of Wolf, and I highly encourage any of you to join them.
For my brother Ray, who is ill with cancer.
My best friend and jazz mentor, Lou, passed away last Sunday. I will treasure all of the musical experiences and friendship that we shared.
My sister, my Michigan sister, had a stroke last week. She's got a long journey.
This is for our pianist, Betsy Weston, who couldn't come here today because she woke up with a severe cough for 15 minutes that left her drained. So thank you also to Karen who filled in for her today.
And Ryan.
And Ryan, yes.
This is for our beloved Jen, with gratitude for all she contributes to our fellowship, and with deep, healing, loving hope.
This is a stone for Nancy.
This is for Caleb, who is my friend and who has gone for many years unable, for the most part, to perceive the world as it should be seen.
This is for one of my best friends of 40 years who has been working for a couple of decades for the UN Refugee Agency as a lawyer and has been handling Australia, and that whole area of the UN has been decimated by Trump's policies. So she was relieved of her position. So that's the sorrow, and the joy is she's coming next week to look for a house in Portland.
I have two joys. I survived the flu, and I celebrated year 1 of remission on Thursday. 4 more years to go.
This is an appreciation of Bad Bunny, who's giving voice to all the Spanish speakers of this country.
Yay. And I drop one last stone for all the joys and sorrows that remain in our hearts and fill our community. It is now time for meditation, reflection, or prayer, as is your tradition. And we will begin with a survival meditation by Nathan Walker. Breathing in, I am aware of my pain. Breathing out, I am aware that I am not my pain. Breathing in, I am aware of my past. Breathing out, I am aware that I am not my past. Breathing in, I am aware of my anger. Breathing out, I am aware I am not my anger. Breathing in, I am aware of my despair. Breathing out, I am aware that I am not my despair. Breathing in, I am aware of peace. Breathing out, I am aware that I am worthy of peace. Breathing in, I am aware of love. Breathing out, I am aware that I am worthy of love. Breathing in, I am aware of joy. Breathing out, I am aware that I am an agent of joy. Breathing in, I am aware of hope. Breathing out, I am aware that I am an agent of hope. Breathing in, I am aware. How can anyone?
How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice when your love
loving is a miracle. How deeply you're connected to my soul.
The Fountain by Denise Levertov. Don't say there's no water to solace the dryness at our hearts. I have seen the fountain springing out of the rock and you drinking there. And I too, before your eyes, found footholds and climbed to drink the cool water. The woman of that place, shading her eyes, frowned as she watched, but not because she grudged the water, only because she was waiting to see we drank our fill and were refreshed. Don't say there is no water. That fountain is there among the scalloped green and gray stones. It is still there and always there with its quiet song and strange power to spring in us up and out through the rock.
So you might know some of the words to this one. If you do, feel free to sing along the parts you know. One, two, three, four, one.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping.
The 19 Buddhists and their dog Aloka, who we saw during Time for All Ages, will reach their destination in Washington, D.C. on Tuesday. On Wednesday, they host a meditation retreat, and on Thursday, board a bus to return to their home in Texas. They have walked single file along roads for 2,300 miles. At first, barely noticed, like a rivulet of water through the forest, and then discovered, becoming a stream and then a river, inspiring millions. In Richmond, Virginia, 10,000 people gathered to see them. They stretched so far they looked like bobbing waves. 2.5 million people follow them on Facebook and 1.8 million on Instagram. The monks are gentle and kind, often stopping to put woven bracelets on people's wrists and offering them blessings. Most days, on their lunch break, they speak messages of peace. The monks are not political. They do not recruit or sell anything. Instead, they walk. They walk to remind us that peace is always within us. They say in many ways, and I quote this, "May our footsteps remind you of the light that has always lived within you, the peace that darkness tried to hide but could never extinguish. May that peace rise gently now, like dawn breaking, dispelling every shadow and filling the empty places with warmth, with hope, and with the remembrance that you have always been whole." Their journey has not been easy. They wake each morning at 5:30 and walk until dusk. They often sleep outside when there are no indoor accommodations. They walk through heat and bitter cold. 2 were hit by a car, and 1 had to have his leg amputated. Their beloved dog, Aloka, had to have surgery on his leg. Still they walk. And for those who have followed them or met them on the road, they have been a balm, demonstrating an entirely different way of being. So gentle, so kind, so startling when juxtaposed with ICE agents throwing themselves in dog piles on one person, breaking car windows, smashing doors, killing protesters in Minneapolis, and here in Portland, throwing flash bombs and tear gas on families. And the monks walk, reminding us that peace is possible. At one point in their journey, a Christian man came up to them. He said that he loved them, and because he did, he needed to tell them they were walking the path to hell, as peace can only come through Christ. The leader spoke with him, and when the man continued his tirade, the monk took another step, saying, "May you be well, happy, and peaceful." Their peaceful spiritual way draws people toward them like the thirsty, seeking what makes it possible for them to take step after step with such peacefulness, seeking what allows the monks' hearts to overflow with compassion and generosity. This month, our theme is embodying resilience. The monks embody resilience. They said after the blizzards 2 weeks ago, "Our walk takes us through sun and rain, dry roads and wet, through snow and heat, through noise and silence, through crowds and solitude. Some days are gentle. Some days test us. Some days surprise us with unexpected beauty or unexpected difficulty. And isn't this just like our lives? The weather of our lives changes constantly. Sunny moments give way to storms, ease gives way to challenge, joy mingles with sorrow. We cannot control these shifts. We cannot demand that life only brings us comfortable conditions. End quote. This moment in our national life tests and challenges. The news is chaotic, intense, and becoming less true. Our neighborhoods are less safe. Anything we individually do can feel so small, almost worthless. Most of us are lonely, unable to communicate truly with the people around us, as Paul Simons describes in The Sound of Silence. Some of you are struggling with difficulty in your own lives right now. Family with cancer, death, job loss. So how do we become resilient? And by that I mean, when challenges and emotions are painful, how do we find our way through until there is a place of softness or even happiness again? How do we find our way through until we are capable of compassion and kindness for ourselves and others? The monks say, but here is what we can do. We can choose the path of peace for our minds. When we make this choice, when we commit to being mindful with our breath and our daily actions, when we practice presence instead of resistance, we discover something remarkable. We find a peace within that the changing conditions cannot shake. The rain still falls, but we are not swept away in it. The rough patch still challenges us, but we do not lose our center. The noise still surrounds us, but we are not drowned by it. The monks live fully in each moment, allowing what happens without gripping what they like or reacting or pulling away to things they do not. This moment, the cold. The next moment, flowers from a child. Another moment, a person struggling in spirit or body. This step, the next step. Always exactly in the reality of where they are and the truth of it. No distress about the past, no worries about the future, just this, now. Denise Levertov's poem, The Fountain, offers another dimension of resilience. She says to the person whose heart has hardened from life, don't say there is no water to solace the dryness at our hearts. And that is any one of our hearts, dried because empathy and love have meant or do mean pain. Levertov reminds us that there is sustenance in the fountain that springs from a rock wall, hard and cold, yet cracked open by the strength and persistence of water, life-giving water, now able to come through. The fountain is always there, she says, among its scalloped green and gray stone. The fountain has the power to not only spring through the hard and unyielding stone wall, but also to spring through us, opening the dried rock of our hearts, allowing us to come through with a heart that loves and a spirit that knows peace. But what is the water in the poem, this poem? And that's always the question, is it not? What is it that breaks through us, sustaining us, opening us when life is so difficult that all the paths around us seem blocked? For monks, the water is the discipline of mindfulness, compassion, and peace. For the Christian they meant, the water is Christ. For others, including many Unitarian Universalists, it is community and loved ones. For some, the water is God, or their quietest, deepest self, or the wild world. And for many, recently, it has been these monks on their steady journey across the South. There are so many ways to experience and understand the water that breaks through dried hearts and sustains us. But the water is there, the poet assures us. Yet she also points out that the access to water requires some effort. We have to decide that we will drink, and then we have to climb the wall. Maybe the climb is the practice of mindfulness and presence, as it is for the monks, or sitting quietly with our deepest selves, or spending time with the people in our lives who matter, or praying, or experiencing the beauty and wonder of this earth. We invite that life-giving water into our bodies. The monks say that there is a peace that lives beneath all circumstances, steady, quiet, unshakable. It doesn't depend on perfect weather or smooth roads. It doesn't require everything to go our way. It simply asks that we show up, breathe consciously, and meet whatever comes with full awareness instead of just reaction. This is an essential part of resilience, showing up, breathing, and noticing what is actually there instead of what we pretend is there or ignore that's there. Water flows, Margaret Atwood reminds us, and so does life. We flow with life. Resilience is knowing that. It is wading into the current and letting go. Letting go of expectations, letting go of control, letting the fountain break through our dry hearts, and trusting, having faith that not everything will be okay, but that we can be. There is a video of the monks standing in the pounding sleet as if they barely noticed it. They did not harden against the wet cold. They were not impatient to move on. Instead, they sang to an older woman on a scooter. She cried. Everything was not okay. Surely the monks noticed the cold sleet stinging their faces, but they accepted it without resistance. And since they did, they had the energy to offer a blessing to someone in need. We all have that capacity to release, pay attention, and respond to what happens with love for ourselves and love for others. To drink the life-giving water when our hearts are dry. To release like water into the flow of life. To accept the lovely and the difficult moments as just what they are. Remembering the light that has always lived within us, the peace that darkness tried to hide but could never extinguish, knowing we are enough. We have enough. And let us sing. You may rise.
You'll notice it isn't the whole pop-up choir. We didn't have time to learn this one with everybody. And this is a song we've done before, at least the chorus, but I invite you this time to join me also on the verses. In those long nights when we can't sleep and our worries whisper in our ear, we need a voice that will remind us that we are always greater than our fear. We have enough time, we have enough courage, we have enough wisdom, we have enough love, we have enough time, we have enough courage, we have enough wisdom, we have enough love. In those hard days when real light dims and it seems like all we do will fail, we need a sign that can sustain us and help us see that hope is never frail. We have enough time, we have enough courage, we have enough wisdom, we have enough love, we have enough time, we have enough courage, we have enough wisdom, we have enough love. In our torn lives, there are moments when we feel a certainty within. Then we must seek to tell each other we're not alone, nor have we ever been. We have enough time, we have enough courage, we have enough wisdom, we have enough love, we have enough time, we have enough courage, we have enough wisdom, we have enough love.
So go forth into the day, remembering that in your core there is love and there is peace and that you are enough. Let us turn and face the front, face the back, and the back the front, and we will sing our final